Awesome. We're back after 2-3 weeks now. So much of shit have happened.
2 weeks.
I still
Yeah.
enjoy my last time how I don't understand cryptocurrency, and then Elon Musk was on SNL. I think what does he have to do with Dogecoin? That's what I want to know. Did he create it, or is he just a big backer of it?
He's a big supporter.
Oh, just a big supporter. So let me ask you this, because I don't know. Do you buy the actual coin, like not like the digital coin, or do you buy the Doge stock? What is that? What is the difference? Are these two
It's not a
different things?
stock.
It's not a
It's a
stock?
coin.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. It's a digital coin.
So do you guys have any?
What? Doge?
Yeah.
Government does, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I bought in early.
Oh. So it's not okay. So when I
I'm
try to look
considering
on,
buying it.
oh, you're considering buying it. So when I look on Robinhood, the app, right? I see the DOGE. So is that a coin, or is it I'm buying into the stock? But see, I have no idea what I'm doing.
It's like have you ever do foreign currency exchange?
No, never.
To me, it's like that instead of stock market. Stock
Okay.
it doesn't bounce up and down as that much. For example, you can look at the chart and on the stock market it moves, right?
Yeah.
But it moves in a slower pace. But cryptocurrency is like you watching your forex. Like let's say I bought some euro to US dollar. So what you're betting on, it's like gambling. What you're betting on is not that 1.25 or 1.27. You're betting on the fourth or the fifth digit after behind it. So
Okay.
that thing is moving like crazy. It's like you're doing a countdown on a timer. You see that second just keep popping.
Yeah.
That's cryptocurrency.
So there's no. I know there's no solid thing, right? So I guess I'm investing in Dogecoin. Is that what I'm doing right now? I can't buy a Dogecoin. I'm investing in it.
You buy a Dogecoin, and then you can transfer it into your wallet.
Okay, because when I'm looking at my Robinhood, right? It looks like I'm just investing.
You can't do it with Robinhood. Robinhood restricted you from
Don't buy from Robinhood, yeah.
Okay.
Here's the thing, though. People kept saying Robinhood. You can transfer it, but what you gonna do with that coin anyways? You're gonna cash it out, So I don't see a problem buying with Robinhood if you don't have intention of using Dogecoin as a form of payment.
Just investing is fine.
Right. If you just try to flip that and make money, Robinhood is so much easier.
Okay. So you guys was
So you buy the actual coin.
I didn't buy actual coin.
You get a quantity basically.
No, the actual coin is bullshit.
Yeah.
Wait, say that again,
You're just
Cody?
getting a quantity.
Where do you buy
it's kind of like
Dogecoin?
buying, similar to stock, you can buy 1 share of stock, 2 share of stock. You can buy 10 coins, 20 coins, 1 million coins. So it's the same concept.
Oh, okay.
So if the coin goes up in value, you make money.
So I want to ask about that. You guys are saying people back this currency, right? So is it any different than I'm buying a Nintendo or whatever, right? And then now like the old Nintendo, now people are trying to buy it is because it's so valuable. Is it the same equation here? Because there's people backing the value of the old Nintendo system.
Yeah,
pretty much.
So let's just say both Kelvin and Cody on here, right, have millions of Dogecoin, and then suddenly I was able to say like, hey, I control everything now. I don't accept Dogecoin at all on anything. So people stop using it. So that would basically make it worthless. That's a simple scenario.
Yes.
Is that what Elon Musk trying to do now?
The only reason it has value because people are backing it.
Right.
It's sending as US dollar. It's paper. Government's backing it. That's why it has value. So we use it to trade. If people come out and say Bitcoin has no value, nobody want to use it for transaction, then it's worthless. Same thing.
So I guess why is Bitcoin worth so much? It feels like to me there's a lot of places taking Bitcoin. Like I can go to Target and buy stuff with Bitcoin now, can I? You know what I mean? Like
No, yeah, not
Not
Target,
yet.
but not yet, yeah. Well, the intention of Bitcoin, like right now, the purpose.
oh, you went out. I think that lost battery too, Kelvin. Can't hear you now.
Kevin, you lose volume.
Yep.
We can't hear
Nothing.
you.
Nope.
No,
Oh,
can't
I
hear
don't know
you.
if he can hear us. Nope, can't hear you.
Nope. Okay, yeah, I had a phone call came in and then my whole screen just went out.
Oh, that's what happened.
And I was like, oh shit.
I got. Oh, I could probably get you a computer.
Now what they're trying to do is use use one coin to replace not like US dollar, but to be controlled by people and be replace the like an online transaction. Take over the online transaction with it. Like so everybody be trading Dogecoin instead of using it. How do you explain it? It's like a digital coin that you use to buy stuff. That's what they're trying to do. I'm not sure if it's replacing USD or any other currency.
Or any currency in the world.
But as of right now, that's what the intention is using Dogecoin to replace to become the future currency.
All over the
maybe
world.
Not Dogecoin, but or maybe something similar. There may be a Dogecoin 2.0 coming out later on that will replace, but you know, it's like a new form of currency that they're trying to do right now.
I gotta look into history. Do you guys know? You know what? I like it rather than you guys explain to me. How did it even become valuable in the first place? Like, how did Bitcoin? Like, can I just make something like I go to online like, hey, this is good for whatever. Like, how do you make that transaction? Like, when someone receive a Bitcoin, right? How do they get that actual value? Like, cause right now it's like, is it like worth 55,000? Where do you get that 55,000?
Now it's 49,000.
Or 49,000. Where'd you get that 50,000 from? Like, do I go to the bank like, hey, I have a Bitcoin, give me $50,000 in cash? Can it work like that?
Well, from the early days, when Bitcoin first started, it was like under $1, like couple pennies or something, because nobody used it really much, right? I think you can buy something back then, you know, if somebody actually accept Bitcoin, but it wasn't like as
Can I tell you?
widely available as today.
Can I tell you a quick story?
Yeah.
Cody. Then we'll go back to Cody. Back in late 90, early 2000, I remember that I don't know if I told you guys this story before. I had a PlayStation 1 or 2, I don't remember, that I was trying to get a game from Japan. So the reason why I have to have that game from Japan, because you know how the PlayStation used to have the regional thing, right? The US cannot play Japan, the game produced in Japan, right? So I have one that is from Hong Kong that they support the Japanese game. So I was trying to buy this game. Long story short, through email, the guy told me that I can wire transfer him the money, or I can buy this thing called Bitcoin.
Oh, you told us
Okay?
that. Yeah, go on with that. Yeah.
I told you that. So I remember buying that because the reason why he can collect that coin and then cash it out in Japan. So for me to do that, I just need to be able to purchase this coin through the website with a credit card, and then once I get the coin, which is up to the transfer, be a day or two, and then I can transfer the coin to him, and I will completely avoid the 2 weeks wait for wire transfer or a week and a half, you know, whatever the time. I don't have to go to the bank. I don't have to pay that $60 wire transfer fee. It was like that guy explained to me this is something new that they're testing in Japan, and he's testing it. So I got the game. I kept.
Oh, he cut in and out. So you can go back to you, Cody. How did it eat back with value right in the beginning?
So like in the beginning, it wasn't widely accepted or used, right? Not even, I would say, not even a lot of people know about it. I mean, I didn't even know about it
Yeah.
back in the like 2013 or before that. Hey, Calvin, you were breaking out.
Oh, you cut off.
Oh,
We couldn't hear you.
Yeah.
oh,
Yeah,
Oh,
we
well.
were cutting off. Like,
You went.
well.
half of the
Yeah.
story, like,
Should I resume that or
Yeah.
let's move on?
No, you said you bought it, but then I
I
think
think-
you said that you
I
want to
thought-
find
Yeah.
the email address because you still have some Bitcoin.
If I can find out which website, I don't even know if it's. Okay, I remember it's called Bitcoin. Okay, it could be the first generation of Bitcoin that it was called something else. I don't remember exactly what it called. But when I first heard about Bitcoin, I was like, this name sounds really familiar. So the more I talk about it with people, and then I remember I had a transaction like that back then, and then I had some leftover Bitcoin. I don't remember how many. Are we freeze up again?
No.
No.
No, I'm open. Yeah.
But I
I'm
don't
listening.
remember. So if back Cody's what he was trying to tell you, back it was like 80 cents per coin back then.
Oh.
I remember it was like less than $1, like 30 cents, 50 cents. That's why I had some left over. I was like, okay, fuck it, I'll just put in like a $20, $50, whatever. Like, so I had quite a few, like maybe 20, 30 Bitcoins back then left over.
Wow.
If I can find that website and log back into it, and I may be able to retrieve those coins.
You should try. Check all
I
your
looked
email.
I looked through all my email. The oldest email I could retrieve was 2005.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah, but that shit happened before 9/11.
Oh, before 2000, because you said PlayStation 1. Even
Yeah.
PS2 came out
It
in
was-
2002.
Something like that. I remember it was before 9/11 happened, or maybe the same year.
Bitcoin.
Yeah.
I just need to know how it went from backing like 86 cents to $50,000. Like, who is backing this up? I still can't connect that. Like, I can't make that make sense. And that's where Cody comes in.
Okay, it's kind of like if you have demand, right? If you have more demand for something, the value goes up, right? Because people fight for it.
Mhm.
So back in the day, nobody really know about Bitcoin, and then all of a sudden, Bitcoin starts to become popular, right? More people believe this can be the digital currency in the future, so people want to get it. So if you have more people getting it, trading it, then the value just keep going up, right? Just like stock value goes up if the company does well. So I think to me, just demand. If people want to accept Bitcoin as a digital currency in the future not to replace, but as a digital gold, then there's value there.
So it feels like these
And
Bitcoin is
Bitcoin is
yeah.
it's limited, right? It's limited quantity. They only gonna mint like 21 million, and that's it. They're not gonna have more supply than that. So in a way, if you have higher demand, the value only gonna go up because you have limited supply.
So is that 21 million backed by actual paper money? Because it sounds like from Kelvin's example, like he had to buy it with money. People have to buy this with money.
As of now,
Yes,
yeah,
because
you have to
let's
buy
say-
with money because we work under the dollar system.
Yeah. Well, not
Yes.
any kind of money. It could be Japanese yen,
Yeah.
or
But one
RMB
thing is-
yen and everything.
What I'm saying is this coin's the value is based on the other system right now. That is something they try to break because let's say, for example, they compare it to US dollar. US dollar doesn't devalue the face
Depreciate?
value. That doesn't depreciate. Even like they just recently put in like $2 trillion into the market. They're printing money every day. It's no cap. But it doesn't depreciate. It's just stay at that $7 something. That will come to the foreign currency exchange because we don't see that depreciation. It go behind that, like 7.82, and then whatever the number behind it. That's what frustrates.
So isn't it kind of confusing with so many digital currency then?
Oh yeah, it's like there's like 1,000 of them every day coming out.
Yeah.
I think it's 1,000. If not, it'd be like several hundreds of them every day.
I mean, I
It's
haven't even
retarded.
come.
It's retarded, dude. They
I
have all
haven't come
kinds of
across a
crazy
place.
names.
what have you guys come across a physical place? So I want to go to Cody's question really quick. So Cody and I were talking about last week, right? I haven't even come across a place I went physically that takes Bitcoin. Okay? I mean,
I'll
I'm
tell
pretty
you
sure.
one place
What?
very close in Allen. There's a liquor store. They have a Bitcoin machine in it.
Oh, so do you like sign in your email? What? How does it work?
I never try to use it.
Oh,
I think I never try to use it. I think when you log in or whatever, or you touch the screen, I believe there's different currency you can pick. Maybe it's like a withdraw ATM. I never tried to use it though.
So would they give you a card in the future for Bitcoin? Like, hey, this is your card, like a credit card. This is your Bitcoin
They
currency.
have it.
So
They
it's a
have
card.
If like bitpay.com and crypto.com, if you have an account with them, you can apply for a credit card attached to your wallet. So it converts your cryptocurrency into US dollar or whatever. So you can use a credit card like straight to buy something out of your crypto account, connect to your crypto account basically.
So it just still
So
it
it's getting
feels like
there. Yeah.
So it feels like right now we pay by
I mean,
credit, but it's actual money still, not physical
like
money.
we haven't really seen a lot of places physically, but I think online wise, a lot of places they are starting to implementing protocols that you can use digital currency to buy shit. So I mean, it is happening. Like this, back in 2017, it was running up a lot, right? But then it fades. But during that time, I don't think we have as many institutional people. They are getting on board with Bitcoin. But right now, this year, I see a lot more institution, places. They start to, really implementing the Bitcoin solution and the crypto solutions. You talk about like Goldman Sachs, Citigroup, they are talking about Bitcoin. I mean, not Bitcoin, but cryptocurrency in general.
Just cryptocurrency. It's just another form of money.
So as you see more people accepting it become more valuable.
I can see what is it? Well, online purchases. So you don't have to go anywhere. So Kelvin, me and Cody were talking about something last week, right? Like, do you think in the future, toward our end of our life cycle, right? Would there be anything that you still have to go in person to buy? I thought of one thing. In the future, what is one item, right, or several items, whatever you can think of, you would actually have to show up physically to a store to get? That's one thing I know that you have to. You cannot get this through mail. Because I asked Shane Cody.
You cannot get it through.
You cannot get this. You have to show up in person with an ID, a gun.
With an ID. Gun?
You have to buy a gun
Did you say
physically.
gun?
Yeah. You can't buy that online.
Well, hold on.
Because you have to buy it with an.
You can't buy it online right now either.
No, you can't. That's the only thing you have to go in the store for, because you have to show with an ID to prove that that's you.
You have to do the transaction through a gun store. Even though you purchase it online, they will only ship it to a gun store in your local area.
You have to pick it up. So you
and
still have to show
it
in person.
Mm-hmm.
Do you think that would ever change? That's the only items that I didn't even think of. One of my friends thought of it. A gun. There's nothing like alcohol. Didn't we just pass that you could buy alcohol to go now?
Oh, you have to physically go pick up yourself. If you buy a wife online, the male price.
Let's just say consumer goods. No humans.
A male bride, you have to pick her up at the border.
Well, it's kind of like when you adopt a kid, right? Like those Chinese people, like you physically have to pick up the kid, but like toilet paper, you can buy online. Anything you can buy online, but like a gun, that's the only thing. Oh, Calvin froze up again. Must be his internet. Did you think about that, Cody? I couldn't wait to tell you this today. Yeah.
I'm trying to think of if there's a solution for that.
There's not.
The reason they want you to show in person because they want to identify who you are, right?
Yeah, that's it.
So if there's a way to identify who you are over electronically, then technically you can't get your gun from online, right?
Can you trust that online? You just pay somebody to buy it.
Sure.
You can't. There's no way.
I know the idea sounds crazy, right? The idea sounds crazy, but you'll be surprised somebody figure out a solution, and then it becomes reality.
Like a gun? Yeah, we'll see.
You can 3D print a gun at home already. So what's the point?
You can't what?
You can do it. You can do 3D printing at home and print a gun out from your printing machine.
Well, how many people have printing machines?
Yeah.
Like,
How much is a 3D printing machine now? Is it cheaper now?
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. I don't
I
shop
would
for.
say cheaper now.
I mean, I'm not gonna buy it. I mean, I assume the material used is gonna be really expensive.
Oh, I have no idea.
Imagine just ink right now for your printer.
It's some kind of acrylic.
Oh,
Right?
that's a little fucking cartridge. You know, it's like $30-$40. You know.
Hold on.
3D printer.
Hey, did you guys hear about that Chinese rocket landing?
I thought it like fell, right?
No, I don't know if it fell, right? They're just gonna land it wherever. Like
What do
it
you
fell
mean,
into the
wherever?
Indian Ocean, right? No, they say the
I don't
Chinese
know.
rocket basically is gonna land wherever it wants to land. There's no control over it. So when it comes back down, right, it's just gonna come down without telling people like, hey, it's gonna be.
Well, I
here
mean,
in 2
it's still
p.m.
flying in the air right now.
Oh, I think it landed in the Indian Ocean just like a few days ago. Did you see that shit?
So it was in the air for like a couple of days.
Yeah.
Why?
I don't know how. They're testing their space technology, you know. Everybody want to go back to space now.
So what? They just shoot that thing in the air, and then they go, "Oh, here you go."
Oh, yeah, here you
Like
go.
a-
There's no contingency
Like a
plan.
roulette, see who gets fucked up first.
Wherever it lands, it lands.
I want to drop a nuclear bomb, but you know, I don't want to be like the one who pressed the button, right? So don't blame me. Let it's in God's hand.
Yeah, just shoot it.
Just
Wherever
shoot it
goes,
up there, and then we're like, hey, okay, when it comes down, we'll see who dies.
All right, so we're talking about cryptocurrency, right? So what did you guys think about Elon Musk being on Saturday Night Live? Did you watch it? I watched it after.
I did.
Yeah, he was actually pretty good because I never, and I didn't know he had
It was better
Asperger's.
than I expected.
It was better, yeah.
Better than I expected.
Because I didn't know he was going to be those, like, he
Yeah.
plays Wario, he plays the Doctor, he plays that like, cinematic movie thing with Chad, like, hey, this is Elon Musk at the space station. It was actually pretty good. I didn't think anybody as
Yeah,
busy
I
as he
enjoyed it.
is, right, would be on SNL. Maybe that's what he does for vacation. I mean, like, who knows? What was his reason of going to SNL? You think? Well, my thought is like, hey, you know what would be really funny? If we asked Elon Musk to come on SNL, he'd probably say no, but then he said yes. I was like, shit, now we gotta do it.
I don't know how he got on SNL, or did he get invited, or how? I don't know. But,
Yeah, I don't either.
But like, people were expecting that day that Dogecoin was gonna go up crazy
Yeah, everybody anticipated. I don't know why though.
because he's a huge supporter of Dogecoin, and
He just show on
anytime he mentioned Dogecoin, that should just go up, right?
Hmm.
So people were expecting that he will be talking about Dogecoin, and boom, it would just go up. I mean, I watched it. I was kind of like, I wonder what's gonna happen, so I watched it.
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting like something drastically happen, like positive way. Actually, I was expecting it to drop, and
you were?
and it didn't drop as much as I
Same
expected.
here.
So that's crazy. I thought it would go to like 20-some cents.
Wow. So it's just a normal day then. That's what happened. That's basically just it.
How much did it drop? Like
I don't watch
20
that.
cents?
Cody
It went from like
I think to 30-something cents at some point.
the day before. I mean, like a couple hours before it was already, like maybe a couple days before it was already have like a little downhill thing going, and then like the day.
Oh, he cut out again. It must be his internet.
Yeah,
Huh.
it's probably the network.
Hey,
Last time he was okay.
yeah, last time it was okay. Hey, I was reading this thing about like taxing people who are making over $400,000. Have you heard about that?
For the
What even
tax.
taxing them?
I think I don't know if it's Biden.
You mean like capital gain tax, or you talking about income tax?
I think income tax.
I
Let's
mean,
just say
they
income
don't tax. They don't tax people making over 400,000.
No, they
So they're-
taxing more on over
Or more.
400,000. What What do you guys think about that? Is that
Yeah, whatever
fair?
amount above that number.
Yeah,
I
if
don't
you
think
make
fair.
400,000, you don't think it's fair? What'd you say,
I
Cody?
don't think it's fair.
How come?
I said I don't think it's fair
Why? No, why? Why don't you think it's fair?
because those people work hard to make that money, right?
Well, so you don't. Let's just say
So
I make
it's kind of
50,000.
like
I don't make hard. I don't. I don't work hard for making 50,000.
I think that's not what I'm saying. Everybody work
Okay.
hard for money,
Yeah.
right? But what I'm saying is it kills incentives. If I have the ability to make $1 million and now I know he's gonna tax me 62% on everything that's above $400, that kills my incentive to want to make more money.
But you're still making a lot of money though.
I
Yeah,
don't
but
think the
still,
matter. I don't
why?
think the matter is
How's that fair though?
is amount. The number is not the how much I make. It's not the point. It's I work harder. I'm smarter, so I make more.
Uh-huh.
You know, it. You cannot tax me more because I have more capability of making more money. It's like instead of me, let's say, Lane, finish this job and then you can go home.
Okay.
Right? That's one pay. But then because you can finish it faster, so you can go home earlier, then your boss is like, no, Lamb, since you finished faster, you're gonna pick up another work because it's only 2 o'clock and you're supposed to get off at 5. Then he killed it. Then he killed the incentive of working hard. They'll be like, okay, fuck it. Then if I work faster, more efficiency, then I don't get to go home early. I
Okay.
get to pick up more work.
But
at the end of the day, Liam, I get paid the same as the guy who just came back doing half the job because we all get off at 5.
now I want to use your same example on all three of us. Let's just say all three of us makes a $500,000 a year, right? Cody, out of all three of us, is works the hardest. Me and Kelvin, like, doesn't matter what we do, right? We make 500,000 also, but we maybe work 2 hours a day where Cody works 8. Now, can you use that same example of saying that only like work hard to get that money? It doesn't matter what we do, because if you use that same example, you know.
That is the exact example.
Yeah, I mean, like,
yeah.
So it's fair to let's just say everybody get 50% tax. Everybody, regardless of income. People make $10,000, 20, 50, 400. So in my view of this is, people think it's fair because you tax 50, right? But others can see, well, like, if you tax someone who make 400,000, they still have 200,000 to live on. But if you tax someone on 50,000, now they're down with 25,000. You know what I'm saying? Because some people who make 400 grand a year, right? 1 week is like a salary of someone's, not even 1 month. Some people 1 month can't even make that in 1 week. I'm just saying that we need to tax wisely so we can get, everybody can help out with the stuff we want. You know what I mean?
I think you can tax higher on by what you do,
well, hold on,
not by how much you make.
But tax by what?
Tax by what you do, but not what you make.
What is the difference there?
For example, you get lower tax bracket if you're working in retail. You get higher tax bracket if you're in technology.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does.
Because let's, for example, Elon Musk, everything is technology. He basically those are people who sit behind the desk.
Yes.
You can say they're smarter, but
at
the same time, what about those people in the factory? You know, so you have to tax by what you do, not how much you make.
Okay, Cody, you were going to say something.
Isn't a marginal tax rate right now? It's based on how much you make over a certain limit, then your rate goes up for that portion.
Right, but I'm just saying as a hypothetical scenario.
Yeah. So what I heard from what Biden is supposed to be doing is he want to raise anything above 400,000 to 62%. That's what I heard before.
Oh,
and
that might be
that's
it, yeah.
like, and to me that's like, that's bullshit to me.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to tax just because people making more money, they make more money for a reason, not because they're lucky, because they work hard. They do something that gave them that return. either a high skill or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
So to me, you want to charge them 62% tax just because they make above that limit. Yes,
After
they are
400,000.
wealthy, they're comfortable, but that doesn't mean like they should just pay more.
So are you saying that we don't work hard, all three of us? That's why we don't make 400 grand? Like, because like
It's
from
Yeah,
your
not
that's not what I'm
about
example.
saying.
Yeah,
it's
I
not
know.
about working
Like the
hard.
example you gave me earlier,
Yeah.
you say you work 2 hours, right? You make certain amount of
Mm-hmm.
$500,000, right?
Yeah.
That's just the work or job function that you're doing worth that much. Maybe so if somebody found that example to work for a living, that's great. I'm happy for them. It's just different job, different functionality. They give you different pay. Same thing like actors, right? Actors they pay a lot of money, they get a lot of pay, right? They're pretty wealthy,
But they got
but
skill.
their
Yeah.
job is not easy either.
Yeah.
Just a skill set.
Well, then, if I feel like it goes better with Kelvin's example. It's your skill, right? That's
It's
what you
based
said.
on
Well, skill is
it's based on what you
yeah.
What you
it,
do.
yeah, what you do. I mean, it cannot be like, because let's say if I'm a car salesman, but I'm really good at selling cars, so I sell like 50 cars in a month. I make $200,000. I mean, $50,000 a month.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, that's because I'm good at it. But you cannot kill this incentive because oh, that guy is only selling 2 cars and and he's not making money. Then I have to pay more taxes. That doesn't work that way.
I think we're trying to
Yeah.
compare the taxes to incentive. Does that make sense? I don't know if I can think of it another way. No, I agree with you guys. Like, yeah, it's the incentive, right? Is there another way to think about around this? Not to think about incentive. If in a way doesn't sound like socialism, because I think I'm gonna go that route. Because I
Isn't
can't.
exactly socialism?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I can't
Mm.
think of like, yeah, I wish people with more money, right, would help out more. Kind of like, I read a lot of stuff. There's things like Jeff Bezos have, or whatever billionaire have a lot, right? They could actually give everybody like 100 grand or whatever, and he still be a billionaire. And I'm like, well, why doesn't he do that? I don't know. I'm not Jeff Bezos, right? Why don't billionaires do that? I guess they don't want to. That's the thing.
You ever heard of in Chinese we say, I'll translate it into English. The let me see.
Excellent.
It's hard to translate this.
It's hard to translate anything.
長貧難
What?
no
Say it again.
長貧難顧
長貧難顧.
long like a long poverty is hard to
Maintain. Worry about. It's hard to worry about.
to care.
To
Like
yeah.
you can't help, you cannot help someone forever.
No.
Okay, that person eventually will have to do it themselves. You know, that's the long poverty we were talking about. If this person is always poor, yeah, you as a friend or a good relative, you can give him $100, $1,000 every once in a while just to help out. But if this person always expecting to have this money, then he will not try to better himself, because he'll be like, oh, Uncle
yeah.
Calvin is gonna be giving me $100, $500 every first of the month. Then instead of him working harder to earn that $500, so by the time he gets that 500, it'll be $1,000. No, he'll be like, oh, okay, I can stop working from here because tomorrow I'll get.
So Kelvin brought up 2 points just from what he's saying. One is welfare, and the other is what people are complaining about now. People in the restaurant industry are complaining that they can't get help because they're blaming on unemployment benefits. But people are arguing against that point because it's not unemployment benefits. It's because you don't pay a living wage. You pay enough for people to stay in poverty.
Well, that's a separate issue, right?
It is.
But right now I hear like, in California, like there's a lot of job opening, but they can't fill those opening because people are actually getting more money from the federal aid, employing unemployment and things like that, right? So they don't want to go back to work.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's true or not, but this was on the news. Like
So let's just say that's true, right? Would you go to a stressful environment other than what they're doing now? Let's just say we're all unemployed. We get paid equivalent to 40 grand just because of unemployment benefits. Would you go back to the job where you get stressful? Think about that first. Or would you like
No,
you said,
but,
No.
the incentive is gone. If you
how
pay me
how long
more,
is this money coming though? You have to think about this too. Yeah, this has to be a temporary thing.
yeah, it's just a temporary thing. But would you jump back? Let's just say it lasts until the end of this year, but you still have the end of this year. Would you want to go back now, where it costs more stress for your life, but you're still getting money? The only way I would go back, right, is like, hey, you would have to pay me more because I feel like I'm worth even more, right? Like, why would anybody want to go cut hair, do nails, serve as a waiter when there's no incentive to go back to work? Stop saying people don't want to go back to work. I think people want to work for the money that they're worth.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah. But people are playing it the other way.
If you can value your option, right? If the option is staying at home, make more money, then better than go back to work, being stressful, being risky to the COVID. I would stay home and just take that money.
Not just
I think
COVID,
anybody
right?
with the common sense logical common sense will be accepting that offer.
But people are saying people just don't want to work. People that can't hire anybody because they pay like $11 an hour or something, or waiter. I think waiter is the restaurant stuff is hard to hire staff.
I think all the retail businesses are very hard to
Yeah.
hire people right now because of the risk that these people are taking for going back to work.
Yeah, not just risk. Like you have to now
The
I have
risk,
to.
the health risk.
Yeah,
you know?
health risk and people like being
Mhm.
assholes. Why would you want to go through that?
There's
There's two
always
things.
an asshole.
Yeah, especially right now. Hey, right now. Hey, sir, you gotta put your mask on. I don't want to put my mask on. This is my right. Okay, I just work here. Okay, this is what they tell me to do. Why would you want to go to that? And then they say they can't.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to work. I don't think they're phasing that correctly.
That is something that we never experienced before. This whole thing is very new to us.
Yeah.
So if you want us to, there's a little thinking process before. I mean, it's not a definite answer, or it's not a solution to this situation. But I never thought of this. Let's put it this way.
No, I never thought
And
of it.
it's hard for me to come up with I'm not saying it's a smart answer. It's just I don't have enough time to process it.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know where the balance is right now. To be honest with you,
I don't either because you're right. It's
I
brand new.
I don't know. Like we never had this money coming to us before.
No.
To some people it'd be like, okay, if you're working and then you get this money, cool. It's extra money for you, right? But to a lot of people, this money is more than what they were making. If they go back, then they lost it.
Yeah.
So, yeah, how do you get these people back to work? I don't think paying them more is a solution.
So I want to point this out. I think this is the fantasy that everybody's living. Can you imagine? Like, man, I wish I could go to work and doesn't have to. I wish I don't have to go to work, right? But I still get money. I remember what one of the hairstylists said. I think Cody told me. Remember her? I don't want to say her name, but she's like, she wish she could just get money without going to work. This is one of those people. I mean, like, there's a lot of those people out there. Who doesn't want to get money without going to work? That's the dream. Because, it feels like it's just a waste of time, but, like, that's what you have to do. Oh, he froze again. I like it now. I'm going to keep jumping subject on him.
He was about to say something, too.
Yeah, I know. He doesn't have enough backstory. I don't need it. I'm just, like, taking it as is, and I'm like, you know what? Just calm down.
But I could hear you guys the whole time. It's just the screen freeze.
Oh, your screen froze on us, too. Like, when we freeze, it's you
but we
freeze.
couldn't hear anything from you.
Yeah, it was when I freeze, I can still hear you guys.
Oh, that's weird. We can't hear you at all. We don't know you were talking or just... No, you just cut out. I'm pretty sure you were talking.
I don't know what's going on today. I think maybe all my kids are watching TV. Like, everybody has their own screen watching TV, so I have, like, 4 people streaming at the same time right now.
What a
that's
world.
Actually, that's probably why.
What a world. Remember when, like,
too.
when we're like, was it late 90s, early 2000s, like Cody would come to my house, we would play video games and watch TV, but like at 11 or 12, there's really nothing on after that. What? Now it's like, dude, I could watch this movie 10 times in a row, or I could go on YouTube. There's always something on.
we used to have
There's
dial
always
up,
something to watch.
Yeah, we
and
just
then
dial up.
when you're online, you cannot make a phone call.
Can you imagine we tell ourselves in the past, hey, we could do this in the future, man. Get out of here. Video chat with 3 other people? No, I don't believe you. It's cost me like, what do you have to call them on the weekends, like 200 minutes, like daytime, and then unlimited nights and weekends?
Oh, you wait till 9 o'clock. I can't call you back till 9.
Just leave a voicemail. I'll check it. I'll call you at 9:01. Isn't that crazy? Remember when text used to cost money? Now it's like unlimited text. Who gives a shit?
You used to have a plan with you cover with 200 texts.
Yeah. Yeah.
Only outgoing. Incoming is unlimited, but outgoing.
God, remember those?
Outgoing it charge you.
Yeah, those were the weird days, I guess.
You know that's like back like in early 2000 we were still doing that. Like about fucking 6 years, 8. Wait, we're in 2021. So back in probably 2005.
Well,
even 2006 we were still doing that.
I think it was 2008 when they find data. Then they said like, "Oh, free everything else. We just have to pay for data." That's the thing you just pay for now, just data.
Yeah, I remember my wife was in China, so I had to wait till 9 o'clock to call her because like you burn my minute, you know. So I have to buy a phone card, you know, and then those phone cards were expensive too, like $20 for like 500 minutes.
Wow.
Now you pay like $10, you get like fucking 10,000 minutes.
You could just go on Skype or Facebook now. My mother asked me about that. Like, she asked me like, "Hey, I heard that Facebook you could FaceTime or whatever." Like, yeah, you could talk to people face to face with Messenger or Facebook. Yeah. I mean, like, what was that thing? Oh, it was FaceTime from iPhone. Yeah.
You can FaceTime people with basically either Facebook or
Google.
WhatsApp. Can you do a WhatsApp?
I have WhatsApp. My cousin texts me on WhatsApp.
Like I talk to my friends through WhatsApp, WeChat,
Really?
Line.
So why don't you use SMS?
Facebook.
Why is my cousin using WhatsApp instead of SMS? If like messages are free. I don't understand. I'm gonna ask her, hey, why do you use WhatsApp all the
preference?
time? For what? Preference?
Just preference, right?
Ooh.
I think when it comes to overseas, you cannot just use your SMS.
But he lives in Saxe. We're in the same state.
Oh well.
Jimmy, I'm talking about Jimmy. Jimmy texts me through WhatsApp. I just thought it's strange, like, that's interesting.
Oh.
True. Why do we do that?
I don't know. I use Good Meal with Cody, but that's only if I want to include my wife on a conversation. It's easier than a group text.
Yeah.
It's just more organized. Yeah. It's easier for me.
Huh. I think that regular SMS through your phone, like you said, there's not as many functions you can do like a group text.
That's
probably.
True. You guys, but you say you have WhatsApp. Do you still use WhatsApp, Cody?
No, I haven't used it in a long time.
I still use mine. I still use it to talk to people in Hong Kong.
Oh well, yeah, because you have people in Hong Kong. What'd you say, Cody? You use what?
Line.
Oh my God, I forgot about that.
Taiwan people use Line.
Oh, that's why you use Line. Okay.
Yeah, Taiwan people use Line. Japanese use Line. Hong Kong and Europe use WhatsApp.
So where's the ICQ version of all this? Where's the one platform, right, that can tie all these together so you could chat with it? Remember ICQ, you got AOL, was it Hotmail and something else? You remember that program? Use ICQ.
We have Messenger from Yahoo. And then we have AOL Messenger. Yes. I think they're the same shit, but then we got ICQ, and then we have QQ.
Oh, I remember QQ.
QQ is from China.
So why don't someone make an app to tie all these messengers app together so just get all your chat in one place? Wouldn't that be great?
I think they
have
they don't have something like that.
No, they don't. They need to. Gosh.
I think it's okay to use separate apps because like certain areas, certain regions. Oh, probably security reason. You know how back Donald Trump trying to stop WeChat
Yeah.
because people were paying each other through that WeChat shit. So they were conducting business transaction with that. So U.S. government cannot trace it, right? Yeah.
So that's the only reason. So
I mean that's
everything I
one of
buy
the
have
reasons.
it can,
One of the reasons.
so you're saying everything I buy have to be traceable by U.S. government?
That's the very same. Oh yeah, of course the government want to trace your ass. That's the very same reason why they talk all the shit about cryptocurrency.
So where's my freedom? It's interesting. People talk about freedom, right? So where's my freedom when I should be able to buy whatever I want without anybody knowing? Instead of this
like
mass business. Or like I want to
Your
buy
freedom's limited.
limited freedom.
to me, freedom is it's a very
It's
interesting
subjective.
word. Yeah, it's very subjective. What is freedom, right? Some people they are happy with, let's say a lot of people in China they think they have freedom.
Well, yeah, it depends on what their freedom is.
You know, depends. It's how you define your freedom.
Yeah,
And
my freedom is I could buy a nice sports car, but my freedom is not like I could go down, walk down the street and put down everyone's pants. That's a different kind of, that's limited freedom, right? I could do these all day.
yeah, they honestly there's no freedom.
Yeah.
If your freedom, if you want freedom, you go live in the woods, build your own tree house, farm
You
your
walk
own
outside
shit.
naked.
Well, you can walk outside naked,
Yeah, that's
that's your freedom.
Yeah.
I think freedom is more like within your own space, then that's your freedom. But once you walk outside, you're buying to a lot of different rules and cultures and shit like that restrict you from doing a lot of shit.
That you have to tolerate.
Yeah, you have to think about other people. It's public, right? So
Hey,
your freedom.
I think we learned in the last 16 months that people don't care about other people. Well, a lot of people don't care about a lot of people. It's really that subjective too. Like, well, I don't want to wear a mask. I don't care about other people. What do you guys think about yesterday's news when the CDC that you don't have to wear a mask anymore? Everyone on this podcast, we all got vaccinated. We don't have to wear a mask unless you're traveling by plane, going on a bus, going on a train.
Indoor close contact. You have to put a
indoor
mask.
close contact. No,
That's
right.
what they.
No. Did you not see? You don't have to wear a mask if you're fully vaccinated. Hey, he froze again, but he can hear us. Did you see this, Cody? It was just yesterday.
I think it's only okay if the people around you are fully vaccinated, too. If that's the case, then yeah, I agree. You don't have to wear a mask.
No,
But
it's
if you
just
have somebody in your home that's not vaccinated,
So that means I have to wear my card like a badge.
You can't. You can't do that. You can't label people.
That's the problem. How do I know you fully vaccinated?
Who cares?
Without.
I don't think people care when you hear that. Like, that's not what they're thinking about right now. I can tell you that right now. The first thought in my mind is like, are we gonna make people who are not vaccinated wear some kind of armband? They're not gonna do that. So people who got vaccinated had to wear some kind of thing. No, they're not gonna do that either. So just forget it. Just tell people you can go outside.
That's what I'm saying. How do I know that this person in front of me is fully
because
vaccinated?
I'm not gonna bring my card out everywhere. That's stupid.
It's like a badge,
I got my free pass. People are just gonna buy that online anyway. They basically saying that like forget it, or is a trick just trying to get you to get vaccinated so you don't have to wear a mask. I think that's the whole point. There's still a lot of people who don't want to get vaccinated.
Oh yeah, I know a lot of people not doing that.
Yeah. So
that's their freedom.
So yeah, I asked Cody a really dumb question about life insurance, right? So I was thinking like, hey, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna find a Facebook group for anti-vaxxers. Then I find out And you know what? Anti-vaxxers don't call themselves anti-vaxxers, so I don't know what they call themselves. So I wasn't able to find that group.
People of freedom.
People of freedom.
Now that group is called My Rights.
Because I was thinking, like, my thought path went like that. So I thought about that group, right? Then I'm thinking about, like, the whole reason I want to join that group is that I was going to ask stupid question like, hey, I'm like one of you guys. I don't want to vaccine my kid for any reason, right? But what if my child die of mumps? Am I still going to get some kind of benefit? So that made me think of, like, the life insurance thing. You know, I have life insurance policy on my sons, right? But I never went to a point where they say, like, hey, since we you know, because you could get life insurance policy for them, you know, just whatever the regular amount is, not like $10 million or $1 million, right? But what if they die of a stupid disease that could be cured from a shot? Insurance companies like, hey, you should have done this. Sorry, you know what I mean? Like, there's no underwriting saying like, hey, if you get life insurance for your kids, you gotta make sure they're vaccinated. Then other people don't forget
are
you
the life insurance company, are they going to send out letters and require all the customers to take the vaccine?
Oh, I didn't even think about that. That's the
Are they going to
question.
do that? I mean, that would be some man. That would cause a fucking war. I memean, how? Wow, you got me thinking that too. Now,
I'm thinking that now. I wasn't before. Because right now, as young as 12 can get the COVID-19 vaccine. 12.
It was Pfizer, right?
Yes, Pfizer.
It was the Pfizer vaccine. Dude, I don't know, man. I don't know if my kid can handle that shit. After I took mine, it's you know my first. Did I tell you guys my second shot reaction?
You told us.
I basically had no symptoms almost. I had that half paralyzed shit like for like a couple hours, and that was it.
Crazy. I think your kid higher handled it better than you. You're the weak one. Just from what your actions are, like your sickness, like even your wife, like I think you might be the weak one. Just the immune system.
my wife went down like a day and a half after the second shot, and I didn't go down at all. I was fine. But my first shot, I got sick right away the second day.
You know what? I think I'm just gonna call like a life insurance guy just to mess with them. Like, hey, what if I don't get vaccinated? Like, what if I get a policy for my kid and they don't get vaccines for polio or mumps, and then they die of whatever disease that you can die from getting cured from, like hepatitis B or something. I don't know, something stupid. Well, no, I don't want to say stupid.
I don't know what's going on in this world. I mean, now you got me thinking a lot of shit, dude.
Well, that's the one reason why I want to do this, because I need other people's opinions, okay? Like,
you should have given me all these questions before we do it.
No, I feel like if I ask you like right on the spot, it's funnier that way, because then you're not prepared at all. Then you have to like, well, this is what I'm thinking now. But like next time we do this, you have enough thought, we could bring it back. Because I would like your first opinion, then like your processed opinion. Because you're always going to have a first thought. You're not going to be like, hey, I'm going to ask you this question, right? But I'll get back to you in a few days.
Yeah, you totally throw me off guard right now. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. I need your fresh
this life insurance thing, like really, I have life insurance for me and my wife.
Yeah, I do too. Well, I don't have it anymore.
I don't have it with my I don't have it for my kids, but I have it for my wife and me.
I have it for my
kids. Now, are they going to ask me for that? I mean, I already took the shot, so I'm not worrying about that. Are they going to require it for that?
I don't know the underwriting right now. Do you, Cody?
Are they going to give me a discount?
They're not going to give you a discount. The only thing they do is like
I think they might ask questions related to COVID.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't think they're gonna be preventing you to get it just because you don't have vaccine. I don't think that's right.
Did y'all get paid by your health care provider that after you took your? Did you guys ever did the COVID test?
Yes.
Not the vaccine, the test.
No.
Yeah. Well, the test, right? The one that goes up your nose to see if you have
it.
Yeah,
the one
yes.
Your nose and shit.
Yeah.
I got paid for that.
What?
Yeah.
We didn't get paid for that.
They asked me if I have insurance, so I gave them my insurance uh, information. I never got charged for it, though. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But my insurance sent me a check.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for like carrying the community health or some shit like that.
And then
I got paid like $30.
What?
Yeah.
I'm gonna buy myself a steak.
What the hell?
Yeah, I got paid $30. I think you have to test and test positive.
What? Oh,
You had to test
oh.
positive?
Because my wife
Huh.
and my kids, like they went took the test after we all recovered, like 2 weeks after we recovered. So we all negative. But none of us got a check after that.
Oh,
But
just
I was
kidding.
the only one who tested positive right at the beginning. I was the only one went and get tested.
Okay, I don't want that $30 anymore.
Yeah, you probably have to test positive for that.
Oh wow.
Yeah. I got a check for $30. Oh, thank you for getting sick. Almost died. So here you go, $30.
That's the reason. I don't want the money anymore. I don't want to be
You
hospital.
almost died. Cool. Here, $30.
But then, if you test positive, like, man, forget it. Just send it to the health insurance. They're gonna give me some money. Get some steak. Get some ribeye. I'm Chinese. So
Well, I mean, we are vaccinated now, so
yeah, but then
we are
I'm thinking
vaccinated now,
about
so it's okay to be positive, right?
So I'm thinking about 6 months from now. Like I haven't read anything about like a third shot needs to be made or like this is gonna be continued every year now. Like, you know.
Oh, the girl who gave me the second
Yeah, I
shot
don't hear
told
any
me
news
there will
about
be a
it yet.
third one.
Yeah.
Wow.
There'll be a third one
right?
because of the new
The new mutated
variant?
gene.
from from especially the one from India right now.
Oh, that's right. India is really
Yeah, they're pretty
dangerous
bad
right now.
She said
Yeah.
that the differences between the two is, let's say the one I got sick, my wife got sick, a couple of my kids got sick, and then my daughter didn't get sick. She was like that the new one in India right now, if you are sick, you are 100% guaranteed that your entire family gonna get sick.
Whoa.
Like 100%.
Wow.
100. I was like not even gonna miss anyone. Like everyone in the household are gonna be positive.
Damn.
Yeah, that's how.
Do we even know how India got so bad at all? Like, how come it didn't get bad until like right now, like year 2?
They were throwing cow poop at each other.
That's messed up. That's kind of racist.
So they bathe themselves, with cow poop and.
But is that real? Because it sounds believable.
Their religion. Their
Yeah, the
religion,
religion, right? Is that what they really did?
Cow is
I think
sacred.
so. Yeah.
Oh my god! I thought you were joking around. So they really smoke cow poop all over themselves.
Because cow is sacred to their religion.
Oh.
So yeah, cow poop. and then they let cow run over them. Like they all lay down on the ground and the cow just stomp on them.
Because they believe it's a god and he can cure them. Wow. I thought you were joking around, Calvin.
Yeah, they were.
No, go ahead.
No, there were a lot of super spreader events. That's why. Like a lot. Like they would basically just like let people gather together, like all like tons of people. I don't know what that religion is, like what
I don't know.
what's the name for it, but
I'm not gonna put cow poop on myself for sure.
Well, you know what? Because you don't believe that. That's why. But if you believe that God is the higher power, right? Like, oh, this is how you cure yourself. You're gonna do it. But it's just we don't. That's why we say that,
That in other words, we have common sense.
Well, that's the difference thing. Like, it's common sense when you believe something. Like, you guys are believing cryptocurrency will work. Some people say like, oh, I have common sense. Like, I don't think crypto. It's just the opposite of the argument.
Now let me clear. I need to clarify one thing.
Oh, you don't believe
I don't know if cryptocurrency will work because for it to work, we have to completely throw away the current economical system we have right now, because everything is based on whatever currency we base. Like right now, the in power is US dollar. So we have to completely throw this shit behind.
We can't throw this shit behind.
It's not gonna happen.
It's not.
This is why a lot of people come out and talk shit about crypto, because what? These people are gonna lose power.
It's not. We can't even get rid of the penny. You want to get rid of our whole entire monetary system right now? We can't even get rid of the penny.
Even the value of the crypto is based on US dollar. So what makes you
That's
think
all I
that?
thought. Like it's based on somebody's money. Like
Yeah,
whatever you use to buy it.
We use what we think is valuable to use that to value this coin.
I was trying to prove that last time when we talked. Like,
No, I mean,
we still use money to buy this thing. Why don't I just skip that?
That's why there's people mining, right?
That's what I don't understand. Mining. It sounds like physical work when I hear mining. Like someone's actually make $1 and then you break it up to make it $5.
The easiest way for you to understand about mining is, remember back then we had this net zero that you put a banner on 24/7. That's just something moving, and then the time you generate having that banner on your computer, it pay you that time.
Isn't that like advertising? I'm not familiar with net zero.
In a way, so I don't understand 100% about mining, but from my understanding is there is something you do with the app or some sort of puzzle you need to solve or some equation or you have to solve.
I can explain mining to you guys.
Okay, so he knows better. I just know that you have to have that shit running 24/7.
Okay, tell me about mining.
Okay, mining concept is actually not hard. Okay, so right now U.S. government like they are centralized monetary system, right? So government knows everything you have. They have all your ledger, everything. So how do you make the cryptocurrency, decentralized? So not just one place control all the ledger, but many places control the ledger. So our mining is to qualify multiple people to become to manage the ledger. So mining just a way to qualify them. For example, if line you are mining, right, they want you to do some kind of work to prove that you are a miner. You are somebody who can control the ledger, to manage the ledger. So when you qualify to control the ledger, right, they reward you a Bitcoin. So this is called proof of work, meaning yes. So what they are doing is they call this model called proof of work, right? So you're basically, the work is your computer, your system is guessing a random number to qualify you as a ledger controller, right? So you can update the ledger. So that's how mining is.
Oh, it doesn't sound interesting.
That's how people explain to me too, but then I still can't.
I still don't understand it. Yeah, I still
can't put it together. So then in my very limited knowledge, then I thought about net zero.
Oh.
That's why I was like, yeah, when we have that banner, we get paid. I never got paid for it. I have friends told me they got like $2, $10, $20, $100 from them.
Huh.
So how I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah, I think I feel like I need to see it physically.
I didn't understand the map. In the beginning, right, when they say they mining, they try to find this random number to guess this number. I didn't know what that means, but now I understand. I understand what that means. It's just a way to qualify them as a node. That's it. It can be anything. It doesn't have to be a guessing a random number, but that's the solution they come out at that time, right? So they just go with it. It can be anything to qualify you as a ledger controller. So right now the new way is they do the proof of work, right? That's the old way. Proof of stake, meaning they just want you to own the coin. For example, let's just say Bitcoin is converting to the proof of stake model. Instead of you buying all the mining equipment to solve the math problem to qualify you as a ledger controller, right? They just ask you to own the Bitcoin. So if you own Bitcoin, you believe in Bitcoin, right? And then they will pick those people at random to become the ledger, to update the ledger.
That's what they're doing with Dogecoin too.
Yeah.
They're trying to switch it from
So-
proof of work to proof of stake.
Yeah.
Wow.
And that's what Elon Musk was talking about. He doesn't want the mining deal anymore with Bitcoin because it wastes a lot of energy and resources, right? So I think proof of stake gonna pick up, from this point on.
Really? Man, I still don't understand how that works. Like, even though you explain it, right, I'm not putting that together. With the ledge and the...
You have to watch that video I was talking about from
Yeah.
99bitcoin.com. They have a lot of good explanation. That's how I learned it.
99 Bitcoin. I gotta look at that shit.
Yeah, it's. I had to go to a couple times to understand what the hell they're talking about with this mining concept.
99 Bitcoin is
But
a
once you
website?
get it, it's actually pretty straightforward. Yeah.
Okay. But I still can't get over the fact that, like, you need to buy Bitcoin and then and then you could just put Bitcoin to buy something else. Like, what?
Well, it's like.
Well, because right now,
building
how else you gonna buy Bitcoin right now?
That's what I'm saying. Like, it's still backed by. It feels like we're basically gonna spend our money, right, buying Bitcoin, so that way we could just use that in the future.
But
It's
it
like
goes up
trading.
and
I
down.
think at some point, let's just say in the future, Bitcoin become widely acceptable currency. Then at that time, yes, you might not even need US dollar anymore. But we're not there at all. We're not there at all. Anytime soon.
No. Because there's still some people, like, they don't know what a Bitcoin is. They just know money. When you say
Yeah.
Bitcoin, they know, like, oh, like a quarter? A Bitcoin, like a little bit of coin?
So
You got
what
35
is
cents?
Bitcoin?
You got 35 cents? You got a bit of coin?
Mhm.
I mean, like, if I don't know who has the most Bitcoin in the world, right? Can that person literally right now go someplace and get exactly that amount of worth?
Well, you can
That
unless you
person be
cash
the person
it up.
who.
You what?
Yeah.
Where would that person go?
Like where? What do you mean?
Exactly. Well, that's what I'm asking. Like, if I have 100,000 Bitcoins, where do I go to cash that in?
Whatever the exchange you have,
Let's see.
what an account with.
Where's that account getting?
Well,
money from?
that depends on. So I mean, there's many exchanges, right? You can convert that into whatever currency you want, like for example, US dollar.
Yeah.
But if you
Whoever
really
you have,
believe in crypto in the future, you wouldn't convert it, just keep it. Because if you really believe in it, eventually you believe that whatever crypto you hold, right, will become the medium for exchange.
Oh, I'm not talking
So
about
you just
belief.
hold
Like,
on to
I
it.
just want that worth right now. It doesn't matter what I believe. I just want that worth
Then
right
you
now.
just do exchange.
I have to
just
do
exchange.
exchange.
Then
I can't
crypto
go to
exchange. For
I can't go
example,
to
Coinbase,
Chase.
for example. Yeah.
Oh, I can't go to Chase Bank and like, hey, I want whatever.
Who do Chase work with in exchange?
Not
Do they work?
yet.
They work with
Yeah.
no Chase work with Ameritrade. Is it?
So
I don't know. Like one of this
I'm not
this
sure.
bank
Yeah.
has their own. Like for example, Bank of America has Merit.
okay.
Merrill Lynch,
Yeah.
right?
Merrill Lynch, yeah.
Merrill
Oh, so
Lynch
they
and-
would take care of that back work. They would
Yeah.
do that.
Charles Schwab, right? Chase work with Charles Schwab, is that right? I don't know. Like all these banks has their own. Like
I don't remember. I don't know.
I have no
yeah,
idea.
I mean, you have to go to one of these exchange who do crypto.
There's someone who does
Yeah.
crypto. Okay. So you just have to get in connect with somebody who does crypto. You can't just go to like a 7-Eleven like, hey, I got 10 Bitcoins, give me 500 grand.
No. If you talk about the most popular one is Coinbase. If you go Coinbase, you have an account with them, you can convert your whatever crypto to Coinbase into US dollar.
So I'm limited by resources currently.
The U.S. try to
Yeah,
have
this
their
is
own
actually a lot.
digital currency
Yeah.
called fiat or fiat. Remember fiat currency?
No,
You
I don't.
have to
Mm-hmm.
you have to use fiat back then, from my understanding, but no one actually used fiat because you have to convert to fiat and then like China used something called U, like U.
Yeah.
In China, if you want to buy cryptocurrency, you have to convert your yen to U, and then use U to buy crypto.
So we have a lot of dumb people in this world, right?
Oh.
By dumb I mean stupid. If you kept having cryptocurrency, and then Cody said there's only like 21 million bitcoins, and it feels like 3 of us don't have any bitcoin. So like my argument is, why would I believe in it? I don't even have bitcoin to begin with. Why would I suddenly need to start using that currency? Not just me, any one of us. Unless it feels like you can't use bitcoin unless you have bitcoin.
Well, let's say if your US dollars start to lose their value,
Mm-hmm.
okay, then you see this money you can convert to that its whole value, like gold. Then you probably want to convert your money there because let's say I have $1,000. By tomorrow I only have 500. If I use this 1,000 today and I buy Bitcoin, not only it will stay $1,000 by tomorrow, it will be more. Potentially it's like maybe 1,001, 1,002 by tomorrow. Then eventually people will start converting their money into crypto.
Okay, so from what I understood from
People
myself,
doing that
right?
right now already.
Okay.
Tesla already did that.
So like they doing that right now,
Yeah.
right? Let's just say the amount is
Mhm.
500. How much bitcoins can you get? Or are you getting like 1,000 of a coin? That's what I'm saying. If you get 1,000 of a coin, right? So you have that 1,000 of whatever. I mean, I understand the
So
money
you don't have to
drops
get
in
the whole
value.
coin. You can get fraction of it.
That's what I'm saying.
Like
A
fraction
fraction
of
of
it.
it.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think it's worth too much for anyone to catch up
Like
right now.
when I open Coinbase account, they give me $10 worth of Bitcoin, so I have like 0.000 something 18 of Bitcoin.
Oh.
That's how they do it.
Coinbase, let me write that shit down too. What? How do you write this shit down?
So for example, if US go to war with another country, US dollar is gonna drop. If you're holding a whole bunch of fucking US dollars, what are you gonna do? If you don't have Bitcoin, you probably convert it into euro or something else to hold value.
Something else, yeah.
Same thing. So if you convert into Bitcoin, then the Bitcoin is not gonna drop because it's like a stock market, right? It's valued by the people. So you will maintain that same value as when you purchase it, or maybe even higher.
I just thought of something. So I feel like your life insurance policy should pay you in bitcoins. But
There is a lot of people doing that. No, not a lot. Some NFL, like some sport athlete, they are receiving the salary with Bitcoin right now.
oh yeah.
Mhm.
But then,
That's nice.
like, it goes back to what that's if you believe it will hold its value. You know, like
Mhm.
it's just like the stock. Like if tomorrow, Bitcoin goes down, no one's gonna accept it anymore. Then it just become a paperweight. Well, it's not even paperweight because it's digital. It just
Well, the thing is, Bitcoin's not gonna go down like that because number one, it's the first ever that
I like that
a
statement.
cryptocurrency
Never.
that. I mean, no, it's not going to because as much as people believing it right now, and for how limited it is, people actually believe Bitcoin is gonna hold its value. So we are the one that people believe that it will hold value, so it has the value. Make sense?
I don't know. I don't
It's
know.
like
a lot. Besides
it's like
you
one
two,
of,
I'd never talk about Bitcoin to anyone else.
it's like one of your action figure behind your back in your background that you think that Captain America figure worth
Oh, you
$100,
see that?
right?
Yeah.
And then a whole bunch of people believe that worth $100. Then it's $100.
That goes back to my Nintendo example. It's because so many
Yeah.
people like would buy it for 200. Like what the hell?
Mhm.
It was 200 brand new back in 1985. You should not be paying me $200 for old Nintendo. Exactly. It just
So
backed
it's
by the
people
people.
believe.
Yeah,
That's
it
backed
just
by the people.
yeah. It just that's how understanding it too. Like it's backed by the people.
It is. But our mindset right now is still based on what the circulate currency right now, which is US dollar.
I'm just gonna go out there. I think we need
It's
to base our belief on something that's not
it's
monetary
still
value.
tied to. I mean, it's still tied to US dollar right now. So for it, I don't know if in my lifetime we'll see Bitcoin become or even Dogecoin become a circulating currency.
Not in our lifetime. Maybe
I
our
don't
grandkids.
know. I don't know if I will ever see that because how strong the actual US dollar or other other currency that is circulating in the world right now.
Yeah.
That's what the entire world's running based on. That's why Elon Musk was like, okay,
so much people watching TV. I think he's just saying.
I don't think like right now Bitcoin the concept is great, digital currency. I think eventually digital currency gonna become, really common. But I would say there's a lot of hurdle, from this point until that
okay, I'm
time.
back.
Because
you're back.
like just all the world government stop doing it, then what are you gonna do? Like Turkey and India, I think they already banning the cryptocurrency, didn't they?
They ban cryptocurrency?
So if
Yeah, because this guy ran
Turkey
away
did,
with $2 billion.
I think India did too.
Wait,
This guy
Yeah.
this guy in Turkey who owns one of the exchange ran away with $2 billion worth of currency. He nearly disappeared with that
Yeah.
money. Yeah.
So for cryptocurrency to work, the whole world has to be on board.
Mhm.
Kind of like if you can get the whole world to be democracy.
Yeah, I mean, right now, like the whole world believe in U.S. dollar, then dollar has value.
Yep.
Well, it's because they believe in their own dollars too, right? Not just based back on the U.S.
Well,
U.S. dollar is the reserve currency, right? That's what you're talking about.
U.S. dollar is based everything in the world right now in any exchange is based on U.S. dollar.
Yeah.
Oh, I did not look into that, so I don't know. Take your word for it. It makes sense. Because I live in U.S., but I don't know how another person can do like, man, I don't believe in the U.S. dollar. I believe in whatever country I'm living in money.
Like, for example, you can go around different country and
Oh, use
bring
US money.
bring $100 bill and you'll be able to exchange it, right? I mean, if you no one's gonna carry around with the Hong Kong dollar. I mean, some exchange will probably be like, what the fuck is this? Hong Kong dollar. When you go to those exchange booths, right? They're not going to like, what is this,
So you're saying U.S. dollar is the most recognizable in the world?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's say if you go to
that.
Euro, when you go to Euro, they probably convert your Hong Kong dollar to US dollar, and then from US dollar convert into Euro.
Oh.
I mean, in exchange, you probably lose money in between.
Yeah. It's not like an exact exchange. That's crazy.
Mm.
No one's carrying renminbi around, renminbi.
That's what China's trying to do right now. China's trying to create their own digital currency, the digital yen.
Digital yen. What's it called? It's not called. Is that you or is this China coin?
Another one is coming up. They're testing it right now. They just did a test a few days ago or last week, something like that. They selected like a bunch of people, and each one of them get like a 55 yen or some shit like that, and then they go to places to buy stuff. They just want to see if they be able to track it. They're just trying to track these people by using it.
Just seeing what you buy.
Yeah, what you buy and stuff like that. Eventually, it will become a very popular thing in China, I would say.
So let's just say I have a question. Let's just say everyone is using cryptocurrency, right? Every fucking body. We just use Unicoin or something, okay? Let's just call it Unicoin for the whole world. And then the hacker comes, like, hey, you know what? I'm really smart. No one can outsmart me. I'm just go everybody $50 million, and no one is able to track this. What are we gonna do then? Everyone has 50 million. No poor, no rich. Everybody's the same. I mean,
that's why no, it's not gonna happen. It has cap. Like Bitcoin has 21 million cap. How are you gonna give everybody 50 million?
So it's 21 million cap, right? Everybody divided in the whole world everybody is the whole 21 million. It's still everybody's on the same level.
Where you get this coin from? You gotta have to steal it from other people's wallet.
Exactly. Let's just say I do it overnight, right? And then you wake up, everybody only like 21 million divided by everyone in the world, so everyone have 42 cents.
Yeah, I'm rich.
So now, it's possible, right? Because everything is digital. It's gotta go through some kind of, I don't know, Computer
There's
language.
there's actually a lot of people loses their coins right now
From what?
by hackers.
Yeah, exactly. So how do you like? That's what I'm saying.
Even
Like, how do you say?
Coinbase. I read a story today that someone hold maybe like 10-50.
1050. What? Do you know this story, Cody? I'm gonna have to fill him up.
No, I want to hear it. Oh, he froze.
But like, you think about hacking, right?
We just Oh yeah, I'm scared of hacking, man. That's why I'm not 100% on board with digital currency because the security is not there yet.
Yeah, that's.
This is really frustrating.
Still a lot of questions.
Would security ever be
Hey
there?
Kevin, can you share your story?
Yeah, share your story again.
No, some dude log into his account after 2 years or 3 years, and when he logged in, all his coin was gone. I mean, no, sorry, I took it back. He couldn't log in. Like he go through password reset and all that shit, and then basically told him that your account has no Bitcoin in there, so we cannot reset your password or some shit. Like he lost his account forever.
See, like those are the stories I hear too. Like, oh, this guy have a however hard drive, but he can't recover it, and then that digital is gone. How come that it's not on some kind of cloud base? It should be on some kind of cloud base.
Not right now. I don't think so.
I mean, like Cody just said that he don't think the security is there. I don't think the security will ever be there for anything.
There's always a way they can find the workaround to hack something.
Just talk about
right now. This thing is really new, so we based on what we have, what kind of resources we have right now. I don't know if we will come out anything in the future that we can secure that.
You guys heard about that hack, right? About the gas line, and everybody's hoarding gas. What? Isn't that crazy? Someone just hacked in the gas line and like, okay, I'm gonna shut this down. Like, there's no countermeasures. Like, if someone's trying to hack in, right? Like, even my Gmail, like, hey, it looks like someone's trying to hack into your account from Turkey.
They ask rumors they pay that ransom with cryptocurrency.
Yeah, I think you
$5 million.
Yeah, $5 million. Like, you
500 million. $500 million. I don't know which crypto they. Yeah, 500 million.
Oh shit.
I don't know which crypto they use, but
So it can be tracked. So I don't understand. Like, why would you pay? Like,
it can be tracked.
No, you said cryptocurrency can be tracked, right? That's why. Oh, it can't be tracked.
It cannot be tracked.
You know the code, the private key. That's it, right?
Oh. Oh, you know what? I'm for cryptocurrency now because I could buy whatever I want without anybody knowing. That's my freedom. That's what you should sell.
You still buy with US dollars, so they know you bought cryptocurrency.
Yeah, but then I bought cryptocurrency. But after that, right, what I buy with my cryptocurrency, they won't know.
Yeah, exactly. Now they cannot track after that.
I'm gonna buy nuclear weapons and shit. I'm gonna say it right now, but you can't track it. You can't prove it. Yeah. How do you know? I could buy all kinds of weapons of mass destruction. I don't even know what they look like, but I want it. I mean,
where are you gonna put it? Like a rock.
I've been hearing about weapons of mass destruction even before I moved to Texas. I don't even know what it is.
I have a nuclear warhead sitting in my garage.
So when they say that, right, like, oh, WMD, like, are they just talking about nuclear warhead, but they just calling it something else? Like, what is a weapon of mass destruction? Like, what is that? Is that something from Halo that I didn't even know about that they knew about back in the early 90s? How come I don't hear about weapons of mass destruction anymore? It's how they market it.
That's how they market it?
Yeah, I don't know what that is. Do you know what a weapon of mass destruction is? The only thing I thought was like, is nuclear weapon the highest weapon, like level of weapon we have right now? Or do we have something else now?
We might have some laser shit that we just didn't know about.
Some laser shit. I think we have now.
Don't they have this laser anti-missile thing that they would track a missile and then they shoot laser at that shit and heat it up and it would explode itself?
It explode itself?
In the air, yeah. While it's still in the air traveling, they can shoot that laser shit right at that war, like that missile in the air, and it will explode.
Wow.
Yeah, it was like some document. They were testing. They were testing that technology.
So that would be a weapon of mass destruction, or is it just guided at
I mean, as
lasers?
as of now, right? It's just a home like defense.
Defense, yeah. It's not.
They were
Oh, okay.
using it on a navy ship.
Whoa. Like froze again. I know. It's like every time you say something interesting,
Anything that can kill.
a lot of people at once.
Anything that can kill a lot of people, that's weapon of mass destruction. It can be poison gas too.
Oh, I saw.
Biological,
Biological.
poison gas.
Oh.
Yeah, it can be that too.
So when you said that, the first thing I thought of, Cody, was the Death Star. That's a weapon of mass destruction. Like, so you're saying Hussein had a Death Star back then? Oh.
You can buy a Death Star.
Yeah, you can buy a Death Star.
Cryptocurrency.
How many Dogecoin? I only Bitcoin. Let me convert that shit.
So with the limited amount of cryptocurrency, right? Let's just say Bitcoin, 21 million. There will always be a same amount of money. Like, unless one person holding 1 million of it and the other 20 million is like all dispersed amongst other people. So whoever had that 1 million Bitcoin is always going to be the richest person. Unless he's like, oh, I'm going to give 600,000 to this guy or whatever.
Unless the rest of that 20 million people decide to go, let's fuck you. We all drop that shit.
So like the GameStop? Yeah, exactly.
And then that person with that 1 million Bitcoin be like, oh shit, what is this?
Like the GameStop situation, right? Like the, what did they call them? I can't remember now. Hedge fund people?
Yeah.
Yeah. So nothing is safe.
No.
Nothing. So just get rid of all your money now and send them to Lamb Cody.
That's why people were saying they just need to constantly bring up the hype of the coin, the whatever the currency they try to push, just to keep people interested into it. That's how they hold the value. Yeah. So in a way, like when Elon Musk was twisting all this, like Dogecoin is going to be in the moon, blah blah. It's just hype because he needs to. Yeah, you can say that he manipulating, but at the same time, he needs to keep people interested to it.
So how funny would that shit be, right? Like, let's just say he did that with Dogecoin and Dogecoin is worth the most, right? And then suddenly one day he's like, hey, fuck it, I'm going to drop it. And then and then it just loses value all in one day just because, like, nobody stopped backing it now.
Unless he doesn't hold any Dogecoin. Otherwise, it will always.
No, I'm saying that, let's just say he holds a lot. But then suddenly, like, you know what? I'm rich already. I don't need this Dogecoin. I'm just going to drop it. I don't care if I'm poor. Some people want to see the world burn, man. Some people just don't no need benefit for myself. Let's just.
Sounds like he's the mass destruction weapon.
Yeah, exactly. He's the weapon of mass destruction.
He himself is the weapon of mass destruction.
It's not killing people, right? It's killing financial stuff. Let's just forget it. I heard a joke like one time. Shoot, maybe in the late 90s, like, when Bill Gates was the richest person in the world, right? If he wants to, he have a bad heart, he could literally buy everything in the world, burn it all, and forget it. Like, hey, you know what? I'm going to buy all the pants in the world, right? And then burn them all. And then no one can wear pants anymore. It's something as simple as that. I'm going to just take something that everybody use on a daily basis, destroy all of it.
In that case, the pen I'm wearing right now will worth a lot of money.
Yeah, but then that's if you can still have it. That's what I'm saying. Like, let's just say, like, suddenly, like, well, right now, right? It's like, hey, this guy's giving you $500 for pants. Oh, okay. I'm gonna sell it to him, and then suddenly he burns them all, and now you don't have any pants.
Yeah, but underwear. Then your underwear will worth a lot of money.
That's it. That's it. Like, everybody have underwear. I'm gonna keep this now. Fuck this. $5,000 was not worth it for no pants.
I mean, like, I have 30 pairs of wear underwear. I know what I have. Don't lowball me.
Well, everybody can wear skirts.
Yeah, see, it's really funny. When I walk my dogs with my wife outside, right? I think of these stupid ass scenarios. So I'm like, you know what? Let's just say I want that $1 billion, right, from lottery or whatever, and I have 800 million. Let's just say I have $1 billion after taxes. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm just gonna go to neighborhoods, right? Because from this one, they told you all the rules. Like, okay, you had to put $5,000 down. And then if you back up, you use that 5,000. So they're still going to build the house. I'm like, okay. Well, if I have that, I'm just going to take my time, right? Go to one new community, buy all the lots. So I thought, like, I want this house at this lot, this house at this lot, right? I'm gonna completely design the community. Then I'm like, oh fuck it, I don't want to keep these houses anymore. Then I just leave. But every single house in that community is because I built them. Like these are the houses I want, and then like they're just gonna have to sell them. Suddenly they all have inventory homes because I just want to be stupid like that. Or I buy the whole community, right? Let's just say every house costs $300,000. Then I sell it to people who need it for like $20 or something. Hey, you want to buy a $300,000 house for $20? Here you go. Did Kevin freeze again? Oh yes, he did. I thought he was sitting really still.
Looks like it.
I just think of dumb, stupid stuff like that, and I try to apply that logic of thinking to something simple about the cryptocurrency. I'm just thinking about falls and stuff. I think that's just my personality, though. Like, do you ever think negatively about cryptocurrency? I know the best way is always think something positive, right? But what is the negative thing besides the safety protocol? And then besides one day some people might not buy it.
You can try underground activities. You can try illegal shit.
That's my favorite part, actually.
Yeah.
I can't think of anything negative about
like, I don't care about the government cares, right?
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah. It's just the government.
Because the only negative shit I can think of with crypto is, like Cody said, I mean, you won't be able to track my transactions, what I buy with crypto. I don't know what else.
I think that's my.
I mean, you can lose it very easily. Let's say if you can retrieve your account,
if people
right?
pay you, right?
You're fucked.
If people pay me. Pay me what?
If people, like, just say your employer pay you or somebody pay you for work that you did with cryptocurrency, of course government want to tax that shit, but they can't.
Oh, that's even a huge incentive now. It's a bigger incentive.
Yeah.
Oh, so basically what you're saying is from that logic, they would never go to cryptocurrency. We would never go to cryptocurrency on that logic alone.
It'll be hard, I would say, yeah.
Yeah. Are you kidding me? If they pay you cryptocurrency and they can't tax, they're not going to go for that. No country in this world will like, oh, you can get paid by cryptocurrency. Fuck that. Who is going to go for that? Who?
There's a couple guys in the NBA, and I think NFL too. They want the salary to be paid in Bitcoin. I think one of the guys wanted to pay me in Dogecoin. I forgot the name.
So what happens is, the way I get around that is they get taxed first. Because then let's just say I'm Jerry Jones, right? And then you guys are my players. You guys want to get paid by cryptocurrency. So the way that I'm like, well, I need to get cryptocurrency because let's just say I don't have cryptocurrency, right? And then the government finds out Kelvin and Cody, the athletes, are trying to get paid in digital currency. So the government's trying to tax that beforehand. Does that make sense?
I think right now they are tracking you on the exchanges. So they can still track what you're doing with it right now, if I remember correctly. Because when you sign up for exchanges, they get your information right there. And they actually, I think they tell you, like government, they keep track of something that you do with that information you provide to the exchange. Yeah.
So there's no difference from like let's just say Bill Gates have $100 billion, right? He want to change it all Bitcoin. That's the only thing they would track. They just that like Bill Gates got the transaction of 100 billion Bitcoins. That's all, and then that's the end of the line. Anything after he does after that, untraceable.
Yeah, unless the person who received your Bitcoin report it. But if it's not required, I mean, when you do sales, you as a business owner, you have to pay sales tax. So if I can pay you with Bitcoin or Dogecoin without being tracked, then I don't have that sales tax that I need to report.
See, that's
why would I want to do that?
Yeah, why would I want to do that? Why would I want to pay tax? The government would never go for this. I think just that selling point alone is like, why would anybody go for this? Why would any government go for that? If you're not going to pay taxes? So now it just goes to like, well, not all companies can pay with Bitcoin, right? Then you're just going to tax on limited income people.
It's basically the same problem with WeChat when people are, conducting transaction with WeChat. So the U.S. government couldn't track it. That's why Donald Trump was trying to ban that shit. He used a different reason, right? He uses that WeChat was able to track down people's privacy and all that shit. But honestly, Google is already tracking your shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you talking about, right? It's just that Google, you can
right?
pay people with that. But when you're conducting like WeChat, I'm talking about, dude, it's crazy. Yeah, if you go to China, even like here, you can if some Chinese person in doing business.
Damn it! I really want to hear that. So did you know that, Cody? WeChat can conduct business without anybody knowing what it is. So I can see.
I didn't know that to that extent. I just know they do a lot of electronics, transferring payment things like that.
So
You
I
can
got
buy
cut
shit
off
with the
again.
face.
Yeah, you got cut off
Right.
again.
Have a face
Let me
yeah.
tell you this one transaction that we did. I'm not gonna name who.
Yeah.
There's a business here during pandemic. They could not run credit card because they pay percentage in credit card. They are only accepting cash, or you can pay them with WeChat. So I bought shit with my WeChat account.
So you put money in that WeChat account.
We already have money in WeChat account.
So I can put money in a WeChat account and pay for whatever I want, and the government won't be able to track it.
So basically, that's in a way it's a cryptocurrency. That WeChat is the exchange.
Yeah.
So I have this digital money with WeChat. So when during pandemic, they're not accepting other form of payment, whether besides cash or WeChat. So when I went and bought food to go, right, I go pick it up, right, and we pay them with WeChat.
So basically, you're just changing your physical money into digital money.
Yeah, and then I pay them with that.
So the digital currency is still like, it still sounds like it's some kind of US dollar, but then it won't work in the way that the government wants us to work. Like they won't be able to tax you on that. That would be a dream.
They have no sales tax. They was never transaction with US dollars.
So it sounds like very much like Chinese people. That's why we want to pay cash and everything.
Actually, not anymore.
No, I was gonna ask, like, you know what? I forgot about that. In Chinatown, New York, they don't accept card. They only accept cash, right? That's gotta change now. There's no way they're gonna accept cash.
Like this Chinese barbecue place we have here, they only accept cash.
Yeah, they only accept cash. Do they still only accept cash?
Mhm. Yep. Only cash.
Only cash.
Mhm. So they can make up all kind of sales amount they want.
Oh, I know. I've done this game before. I mean, I never done this game before. I know about this game.
Nope, I never done it. I never done it.
Yeah, you never done it, okay?
I see YouTube videos. I see YouTube videos. That's it.
Yeah. So in a way, crypto is like, if crypto is in power, then the government will lose power.
Yeah. You think that would ever happen? Not even U.S. government. The whole world. Think about it.
Oh yeah, it's a revolution, bro.
Yeah. There's no way. You know what? I'm gonna say right now. Never. Ever.
Whatever. People are just gonna pump and dump that shit. They just kind of push it and then.
Yeah, I feel like that's what it is. They just pump it and then forget it. You know what? We had a good fight. It didn't work out. Sorry. And by the time we find out, oh, it's already too late. Your Bitcoin is now. It used to worth $50,000. Now it's -50. Now you have to owe me money. Like you have to pay me to take the Bitcoin away from you.
That's another thing though. Digital money is not gonna go zero.
Oh, I mean,
they always have so many zeros after the decimal.
Yeah, it's the same.
Right? So you when you buy a $10, it might worth like a penny later on, but it's never zero.
Yeah, it's never zero.
Right? Or maybe even 1/10 of a penny.
No, you mean it would never go negative.
It would never go negative.
Worth something.
It's something. It could be 10 zero after the decimal, but it is still worth that.
Yeah, it's just worth that.
It's never negative. Yeah.
It just seems worthless, but it's not worthless. Oh, that's a good tagline. Wow, cryptocurrency. So we established that we can't even get rid of the penny, so we're not gonna get rid of real money. If the government's not gonna like that, it can't tax you on it. So that's a huge no-no already there.
Do you know that I forgot what's her name, the Department of Treasury
Yeah.
in U.S. They were talking about just a couple of weeks ago. She tried to tax crypto 80% tax just because of they cannot control it.
So let me get this straight. So let's just say that rule passes, right? You could tax 80% crypto. So does that mean the government can buy whatever they want without it being tracked to? That's the only thing I'm
The
seeing.
thing is, how do you track it though? That's the thing.
I
How do
don't
you
know.
track it? So until I cash out, there's no way you know how much I make.
Oh, okay. I understood it incorrectly. So in that way,
You
does
need to
anybody
cash
know?
out.
Only you know how much you have? That's what you're saying? Only you know how much cryptocurrency you have. Is that how Bitcoin works?
Well, how do you know how much
Actually, the
Bitcoin I have?
ledger
The
will
ledger will know.
Only the ledger will know.
yeah.
What if I
Yeah.
kill this ledger and then now my
A lot of people know actually.
If you
Oh.
if you kill your ledger, then you lost your coin.
if I kill all the ledgers?
Then there'll be no one tracking it. Then they'll be like, "Where's my coin?"
So that's the big weak point. If I'm
That's
able
why
to,
people-
No, you can't count all the
People
ledger.
saying
That's a
that
lot
if
of
you lost-
nodes.
if you lost-
man, you
yeah.
don't know
If
my
you-
power, Cody. you think you can't?
That's the
I know,
whole point about decentralizing. Yeah.
Someone's gonna find this
That's the whole
information.
point about decentralizing. You know, that the way they design it, it's you cannot take it down.
So
the way
how
they design it.
secrecy is this? Like, do people know who all the ledgers are, or all the ledgers are working in secret?
That I
They
don't.
have all the transactions in that code. If you know the code, your wallet, whatever, the crypto code, whatever, they can find out all the transaction. You know, it's all listed.
So the transaction is still listed.
Yeah, they're all
In
listed.
a way, yeah.
Your
it sounds
wallet,
like I
key,
thought it was,
everything.
so I thought it was
there,
untraceable, but it's still there's a record somewhere.
There's always a record.
Like there's a record somewhere,
Uh-huh.
but they don't know who you are from. That looking at that, it's just
So
a
it's not-
string of
So it's not
ABCs,
tied to user ID.
alphabet and number. Yeah.
Oh. Well, I don't know. I don't know. It's just
It's still I still not 100% understand. I would say I probably know crypto about 20%. To be honest.
shit. And I'm not even understanding too. I'm just trying to like find loopholes in it. That's all I'm doing. I'm trying to find loopholes in everything.
Was something that you don't even.
No, I mean,
I'm only trying to find
Well-
loophole, but I don't know what I'm looking at.
But that's why I ask questions like, oh, what about this? And then Cody had the answer.
okay, Lan.
Yeah.
Lan, let me tell you. What they do right now is, they have a string of keys, right? That's basically your wallet key, right?
Mhm.
They have those keys as tied to the transaction. Like this wallet send one money to this wallet, right? That's how you can see, but you don't know who they are.
So you don't know who
You
holds
just
the
see a
keys.
whole bunch of number and letters. Yeah,
Mhm.
you just bunch of keys.
You don't know who that is.
And, they send money to each other. You don't know who it is.
Right. So it sounds like I can manipulate these keys then. Because then you won't know who I am either.
Well, it will be really hard.
But that's what I'm saying. Like,
It's not that easy, bro.
Okay, the key is mixed with capital and small letter between numbers and words, and it's fucking 20, 30 fucking letters.
so it's my user ID, it's like a user ID.
Yeah, and it's really fucking long. I mean, you can go on Google and track all these wallets, but you don't know who owned that wallet.
If someone spent
I
enough
mean,
time
by
with them,
wallet means that address, that key that Cody was talking about, but you don't know who that is.
So if
Yeah,
someone have a grudge, and they take their time and dedication, that person can probably find out. It just
It's completely out of my knowledge.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Like there's a will, there's a way. This
I
is
don't
getting
know,
scary.
man.
If
I don't know,
someone want to
man.
take control of it, I bet you somebody probably can. But then all
Well, hold on,
cryptocurrency
hold on.
works like this.
But remember, this is decentralized. So that means thousands of computers, they control all those ledgers together. So you will have to convince thousands of computers that you modify this ledger to something you want, right? and they all have to agree on it. Then it become permanently changed. Otherwise, if you modify something, like it won't change because the other node doesn't agree. You have to convince the whole network in order to make a malicious.
Okay,
But there's more than 1,000 though.
I like that. I like that. I like that explanation better. I like that. That's a safety protocol to me.
There's like probably millions of fucking computers.
Yeah, like millions. Like, yeah, that's a better safety protocol to me. So it feels like it's unhackable.
But when you
can't
say
it's
it's being tracked, yes, it's being tracked though. But we just don't know who that is.
You could find out who that is.
So you can see, oh shit, this one guy just bought a fucking nuclear warhead.
But then you don't know who it is.
Then who it is? Then now you have to convince
Yeah.
a million people to give you the information to put it together. Oh, it's land, you know. You know what I'm saying? So yeah.
I do. It's the perfect lie.
Yeah, like
It's
the movie.
the perfect lie. You have to convince everybody to believe the same thing. Wow. This is
Crazy.
getting better by the
Can
minute.
y'all let me see.
Like
see
you
it?
said.
You see my screen? That's basically what you see in the blockchain. It just from this
Oh.
wallet to this wallet, they send this much money or quantity. It's just all this. That's all blockchain. That's the ledger we're talking about earlier.
Wow.
But you don't know who they are.
But the record is
But
kept,
you know
but you
what
don't
they
know who
did.
they are.
You don't know who they are.
You don't know what they
It's
bought.
just numbers and letters.
It's
It's just
basically
numbers.
like Venmo. When you use Venmo, you can see all the transactions between friends. But instead of seeing names, this one don't show names.
Ah. I love Venmo.
Yeah.
Yep.
Because Venmo, you could put anything.
Venmo is a snitch.
It is. Venmo is a snitch.
It tells you, oh, why is all these people sending money to this one friend? Why wasn't I invited? Oh, okay. One guy put a note. Oh, thank you for the beer. Okay.
But you know what? Like, Venmo, you could make your transactions private, but I think it's funnier for public. You know, I pay Calvin for services. What services?
What kind of services?
Who cares? Don't worry about it. All right, it just says services. Men's services.
Oh shit.
Landscaping. You don't have any grass. Don't worry about it. I like the idea more and more of cryptocurrency, but then I don't think they're gonna go. I don't think anyone's gonna go for it. Well, just the people who are trying to control stuff will not go for it.
Like the government?
Yeah.
It's just the government, not just U.S. government. Any government.
Or any government.
Yeah, it's just any
government.
government.
Especially China.
Yeah, like come on. I don't even understand why. Oh, I see why China's trying to do it cryptocurrency so they could like, oh yeah, it can control you. Yeah, okay.
They actually already have this thing called U. You know, every time you convert it, you have to buy U for that. I think US have this called fiat or fiat, but no one ever fucking uses it.
I mean, how many people besides us now knows that you can't track with cryptocurrency? If I talk to 10 people I bet you if I go to the Lowe's by my house, no one know what that is. Well, maybe 90% won't know. I can find a nerdy guy that works at Lowe's, right? He'll know what the fuck's up. Come on, can you try to explain the concept? They did that on SNL, if you talk
over
about
10 years, right? How long has cryptos been around? Like 10, 12 years?
I mean, you guys watch the SNL. They keep asking, like, well, so what is it? What is cryptocurrency? They keep asking Elon Musk.
Bitcoin is what, 2008 or 2007? I forgot. It's around that area.
So
like I said,
if
it traces back to when I first used it, maybe it was in the testing stage.
Yeah.
That was like fucking 99 or 2000.
Yeah.
And then until they actually finalize and make it good, so they public this shit. That's probably 2008. But what I'm saying is that shit that I was first encountered, it was like complete bizarre to me. I was like, what the hell?
See?
You know, I can pay you like that, you know? Yeah. That's 99, 2000.
You just face it. Cryptocurrency is just going to be PayPal at the end. That's it. Just PayPal.
That's my
converting your money. It's already converted. If you have PayPal, it's already converted. Don't worry about it. We'll take care of it. Bam. Yeah.
PayPal is more like a credit card company.
It is. But then, come on, think about it. How great would that be? I could buy whatever I want. No one knows what I buy. No, that's not gonna happen, unless you show whatever Cody showed us that. So you tell me like whoever have cryptocurrency right now, Bitcoin, is doing some shady stuff. That's basically really all that is. No one's using Bitcoin for something positive. No one is using Bitcoin for something positive. Nobody. No one's like, oh, let me donate some money to this church, right, by using Bitcoin. No. No one's doing that.
I don't know. Like, that is something that we don't know, right? Because we can't
Exactly. We don't know. No one say like, hey, I bought a house with Bitcoin. I bought a tank too, but no one knows that. No one's going to announce what they buy with Bitcoin. I can tell you, no one's going to buy anything positive.
People with purposes, they would probably try to use Bitcoin for something they can't tell other people.
Exactly. That's why you use Bitcoin. Come on, think about it. If we have Bitcoin, right, I'm going to buy a whole bunch of shit that I don't want people to know about. Not even you guys, not even my wife. Because you would never know. Why would you use cryptocurrency for something good? Like,
I'm pretty sure if your wife asks you, you're going to have to tell her though.
Where'd you get this? What is this? Oh, it's a nuclear warhead. Don't sit on
it. Don't write it. Don't sit on
right?
it.
Come on. Are you guys going to use cryptocurrency for like, oh, let me buy some ramen. Let me use some cryptocurrency.
Earlier today, I made a joke with a coworker. You know how when we have these gas shortages?
Yeah.
I mean, it's still going on probably. So people were posting pictures like how people buying gas.
Yeah.
What they put in bags and shit. So a friend of mine, a coworker of mine, posted a picture with the back trunk with all these bags of fucking gasoline, right?
I seen that. Yep.
So I was like, holy shit! Imagine you just like stop at the stoplight smoking a cigarette. And then this motherfucker pull up next to you. The next you know is everybody's in play. Oh, what the fuck?
Yep.
Oh my god, that shit was
crazy?
So crazy.
So people's thought process is like, oh, it got hacked, so there's no gas, so I gotta fill it up now.
Well, there was no gas for real though.
Oh, I know.
I don't know how you can hack a pipeline for it to stop producing, like, supplying gas.
Well, I think it's on and off switch, but
is it on and off switch? Just like that?
Say something simple like that, but like, why is it that easily, right?
So, don't they always have like a menu thing you can override? And
I don't know.
Just pull like the movies. Yeah, like.
I don't know.
It's like a virus, right? I mean, don't they call it ransomware because the software disable the ability for it to control for the system to run normally, right? So that's why they pay them to unlock this ransomware. So I don't think it was as simple as restart the computer. It's not, I don't think it was that. I think they actually changed something on the system.
So you know what this tells me, Cody? This whole ordeal. Just get an electric car. It feels like this is a push for electric vehicles, not hoarding gas. People are still like, oh, gas is so expensive. Then don't buy gas. Save yourself some money and get an electric vehicle.
Now the problem is that we have this main material shortage to produce battery.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's it called?
Lithium battery.
Lithium. Yeah.
Battery
they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that is something that we running out.
Well, so maybe we just
even though we switch to solar, solar power vehicle, still, how are you gonna get the battery?
Yep.
I don't know how that's produced.
Unless it's something that powerful enough that you only require like a fucking AA to start the car. Once your car started, your solar panel start working, right?
Wow.
And then your whole car body is the solar panel. So you can't drive in the dark.
Well, you need a battery to be served. That's what it is. You need a battery.
Yeah, but where is the battery? We're talking about no battery now, You don't have the battery to produce power for your car.
So that means you can't, but you could still drive on a cloudy day.
Thing is, though, Thinking of that, we have some genius, smart ass Indian kid that invented a magnet power. It's like an engine, like a motor. Like he spin that thing. It has like some coral shit in the middle, and then it has this battery. It's like gigantic fucking battery like this, and then he spin it, and that thing just stay in the middle and spin, and then it produce like a power.
Because
And
it's magnet.
yeah.
Wow.
So that would probably be something that we be looking into in the future. If we run out of battery, then we run out of magnets. Shit. This is why aliens invading other fucking planets.
Or maybe
They
that's
run
why,
out of resources.
that's why aliens don't invade us. They're like, man, they don't have power there. Fuck it, let's just go by 70% water. I don't like water. Let's just go. I don't want to stay here.
What the fuck is this? All water?
Yeah, all water? Like, no, I don't.
I mean,
think that's nice.
we're traveling a million light year away. I can't be drinking water. I'll be taking a piss all day long. Fuck this guy. Let's go.
Oh, gasoline. I'm not even sure that would go away in our lifetime.
No. Probably still have a few hundred years to go.
Few hundred years to go for gasoline? Gosh. Maybe
I
they
mean,
should.
talking about running out entirely, right, for the whole world. We
Yeah.
probably still have like a couple hundred years on that shit.
See, why don't scientists or somebody work on like, hey, instead of using like 15 gallons of gas for one car, use one. Isn't
One
that
gallon?
Yeah, with just 1 gallon. Like, hey, instead of using so much gas, like, have you thought about that? No one thinks
Isn't
about
that what diesel's for?
Oh, you know what? Tell you the truth, I don't know how diesel works.
Diesel is just another type of gasoline to me. I don't know. I don't know detail, but I know a tank of gasoline run 400 miles, but diesel you can run 1,000 miles.
But I think you have to be consistently going though. Like you can't have too much stops. I understand.
I don't know.
I'm gonna ask my Texas friend tomorrow. Diesel versus unleaded gasoline. Yeah. Oh,
Versus solar power. Versus Tesla.
versus Tesla. I haven't heard any like more electric cars lately. Like whatever company besides whatever Cody told me. I haven't
Don't they
heard of
just make an F-150, 150 completely electronic?
the truck F-150?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Oh, I don't
For
know.
maintenance. It's just like
heard that,
Tesla. It's like completely electronic. I don't think it's in the.
Let me take a look. He's frozen again.
No,
Like-
he froze again.
Oh, I never heard of this.
Well, I mean, Volkswagen, Mercedes, Audi, they already rolled out something that's fully electric.
Wow, full electric. Affordable or just like
Yeah, it's getting there. It's getting really common now. So
just wish.
then you have Fisker, you have Lordstown, all those they're still producing EVs.
I need a family van that's electric. They're just right now SUVs and sedans, right?
Family van that's electric.
Yeah. I would like a van that's electric.
I don't know about van, but SUV yes. I think
What
Neo,
SUV? Yeah.
I think Neo they have a lot of SUVs. Yeah.
But like, how hard is it to make it in a van? You know, the space is there. Probably the SUV looks
Eventually-
better.
Yeah. Maybe
That's-
Dodge will do it.
Yeah, Dodge probably would. The minivan, yeah.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to go back to an SUV, because you know.
They should. I mean, yeah.
Yeah. And
What's wrong with SUV?
Oh, nothing. It's just my parents are old, so it's harder for my mom to get up higher. It's easier for her to get, yeah.
Van will be better.
If van, that's the only reason.
I want a van.
It's nice. You know, it sounds so old now. Like, oh, I want a van.
Maybe in the very soon future, I can buy a van with my Dogecoin.
By that time, you don't even have to drive it anymore. It just drives itself.
Did you see that they came up with a personal jet? It's like one person or two people. Jet flight is completely powered by electricity.
Whoa.
Hmm?
How long can the trip be? Like, what is
We don't know. Like I saw the image of it, like, the actual thing that came out. It's like a little. It's like a little egg thing, and then it has two wings like that.
but it's
It's
just
small, it's very small,
personal, electric.
personal, or either one or two people.
But you do you have to fly it yourself? Because I'm not down for that.
You probably need a pilot license. So
Oh,
people
okay.
are talking about it. So you cannot have an electrical car traveling 400 miles without recharging it. But you want me to hop on this shit flying in
the air.
You're like, no way.
Where am I going, really? I can get there in a car. Forget it. I'm on the ground the whole time. I could use the bathroom.
You want me to fly? When your car can't even go 400 miles without recharging?
Oh, that's interesting. That's a
They'll
good
be like,
point.
once you fly this guy, he's like, did you bring the charger? Shit, no charger. Glitch, go back down right now.
So I guess in a way, like maybe the plane has a bigger battery. That's why it only can sit one person.
Maybe once it get up to the sky, it switches to solar power.
Yeah.
Because you're right up there with the sun. So
Yeah.
that's probably the only way you can do. But the thing is, though, when you get up there, it's so fucking cold, right?
Yeah.
Your solar panel will be like all iced up, blocking by the fucking ice and shit. And then you'll be like, oh no, I have to go out there and fucking put hot water on. I'll be out there with an ice scraper. Can we go there?
That is so weird that you're high up in the sky, right? But it's colder. But then I thought it was closer to the sun. But I'm not a scientist, so I don't know. What that is. I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
I think it has something to do with all the moisture and shit. I don't know, like UV light and all that crazy shit.
Oh, okay. Gosh.
Man, we got some crazy topic today.
Yeah, we do, because we haven't talked to each other in a long time.
Just the crypto alone is like hour
Just
and a half.
crypto alone is great. I love talking about crypto, you know? Like, now I find out more stuff.
The funny thing is, Cody know maybe, I don't know, a lot more than I do.
Oh, yeah.
I would say me, maybe 10-15% of understanding
Cody knows a lot more than both of us combined.
But we already like have a conversation for like over an hour and a half.
I don't know that much.
We're just shooting.
I still don't understand a lot about crypto still.
All I know is I'm making money. All right.
that's all you need to know.
All right.
Yeah, that's all I care
as
about.
As much as shit, all the shit you guys want to talk about Dogecoin, the only reason I'm positive right now is because of Dogecoin. I lost money on all my stocks.
For the crypto?
Yeah, I lost like not a lot though. You know, like down like 5%, 10%, 3% here and there. But my Dogecoin, I'm up 1,200% right now.
Wow.
Even with all the drop, I'm up like fucking.
Wow. Dogecoin.
Yeah, he got in early. Yeah.
Oh, because he got in early. Okay. So I know Kevin can hear us, right? So I guess our homework is find out about cryptocurrency. I mean, I'm down with the not illegal stuff, right? I'm pretty sure no one's using it for something for positive. Yeah. But think about an item besides a gun that you would have to show in person to buy. I've been thinking about this all week. Besides a gun, that's it. So
I already told you. You mail in bride.
Something that's good. You can't buy humans. Humans cannot be delivered, okay? But you know what? But yeah, I'm pretty sure in the future, they might be able to deliver the person to you. With advance in like, Uber or whatever, like they could probably so you can fly, and you know what? You don't even have to learn to talk another language. You'll probably talk to your phone in the future, right? It will translate everything you want to say.
No, you have that Google Bug shit.
Yeah.
Don't they already like using that, like with the Google Bug, you can talk and then the bug would translate.
It translate everything, yeah.
You will hear it through your bug in the language you understand.
It'll make those translator jobs obsolete.
But the thing is, though, have you ever tried to translate Chinese into English?
Every day.
Google Translate. With Google Translate.
Yeah. Every day, I still do. With my mother, like when I text her.
It's like, what the fuck? It doesn't even make sense.
You know what I do right now? So every Wednesday we have dinner, right? So my wife is trying to always tell me, like, oh, I want to eat this. Even when my sister come over, sometimes she's My mother always asks me, right? Then I ask the other two. I ask my wife, I ask my sister, like, hey, what are you guys doing? You know what they always fucking say? I don't know. So every Wednesday, right, I pick all these dishes. Like my dad know how to cook. So you know what I start doing on a Google Sheet? I start labeling every single Cantonese dish that I know. Then I put fucking English translations to fucking everything. Because we used to have a Chinese restaurant, right? So I know how to translate everything. So I'm like, hey, I have the Google Sheet. You pick 2, and then you pick 2. And then that's it. Yeah, I translate fucking everything.
Your sister don't read too?
No, my sister can't read it, so she has to read it in English.
Oh, dang.
Yeah, the only one I couldn't, 生抽大蝦. I don't know how to translate the 抽.
生抽 is soy sauce.
Yeah, I know, but you just say soy sauce shrimp, it doesn't sound the same as 生抽大蝦, you know?
Soy sauce shrimp, but it's kind of sweet. It is.
So then go back to your question. Have you ever tried to translate Chinese into English? It's soy sauce, but it's kind of sweet. What?
Did you see that? Did you see that Google that shit I show you guys? The pan fried lotus whatever.
Yes.
But seriously, I can't Google this on I can't find this on Google, but it's fucking delicious.
Exactly.
Oh, so funny. It's fucking delicious. I just can't find it.
I don't know. Some kind of rabbit ear. What? I don't want to eat that. But it's delicious. Translate Chinese into English. That's the worst thing. So before we go, so I saw on I think I showed Cody this, but did you see this guy is called 小馬 在 like in New York, Kelvin? It's this white boy, right? He speaks really good Mandarin.
Mm-hmm.
So
I don't know.
On YouTube, and I start watching this girl, right? This black girl. She learns Cantonese from the internet, and she's in England, right? She speaks it really well for someone just learn Cantonese on the internet. Like when she talks, yes, what?
That's her talent, language.
Yeah, I think her language is like, when she speaks English, right? She has some kind of a lisp, but when she speaks Cantonese, she sounds exactly how she would sound in English. You know what I'm talking about? Like, she's just really good, and I can't believe it. I just, like me and Cody talked about this before. Anytime that someone is not Chinese, right, speaking either Mandarin or Cantonese is amazing.
Whoa.
Yeah.
My wife has a lot of friends. Their husbands speak Chinese.
Like
I actually run into a son of mine. My son has a friend, right? And this guy is complete like.
Damn it, he's gonna say complete white. It's always cuts off like like complete what? What is it? Well, we should play this game, Cody. What do you think he's gonna say? Complete Indian, complete black, complete white, complete Mexican? Like what is it? What?
He's blonde.
I would say white.
He's what?
He's blonde,
Oh,
like
he's
blue eye, blonde hair.
So he's white.
And then I went. We went to his house because his son's birthday. It was like before pandemic. So he was like, "Oh, so where you from?" Blah, blah, blah. I was in Hong Kong, and then motherfuckers start talking to me in Cantonese.
Really?
Yeah, I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck?" Like
Yeah.
no accent. I would say I have stronger accent than he does. So it came out that he grew up in Hong Kong.
Wow.
He was born in U.S., but then his dad worked in Hong Kong, so he went there from his fucking like 6 to maybe 17 or 18.
Oh, so
And
he can
then
speak it well.
Yeah, oh, he's fucking real well.
He lived in Hong Kong longer than I lived in Hong Kong.
He started talking to me in Cantonese. I was like, what the fuck? I gotta be careful now.
Last
can't
time...
be saying this white boy that in Cantonese to my son.
Last time you asked me if I cuss in front of my kids, right? Like, no, I have not in English. But, like, my youngest son will do some shit, right? And I'm like, poke there, guy, what the fuck did you say to me? I say that in Cantonese now. I cuss more in Cantonese, Like, you know, not severe, but you know, because my parents are at home like, "屌你老母, what the fuck did you say to me?"
It's crazy. You just don't know, man. I have a friend who he never married, but he adopted
Chinese girl?
a white girl.
Okay.
And he raised his white girl, and now she's like fucking 30 something. This friend of mine is pretty old. He's like 60 something. So his daughter is completely white.
Yeah.
But she can speak perfect Cantonese.
Wow, I would like to meet these people.
And she married an American white man, right? And his grandkids are completely white kids, and they can speak perfect Cantonese.
Because the mother does. Yeah.
Because the mother does.
The mother does, yeah.
And my friend is an old Asian man.
Well, that's so cool. I love that.
Crazy.
You'd be like, what the heck's going on here?
he adopted a white girl and raised her, and she spoke perfect Cantonese.
Wow,
and her kids can speak perfect Cantonese.
Wow, that's awesome.
Did I tell you this story too? I mean, sorry, one last story from me, okay? So my wife's friend who met her husband in Beijing, he can speak very good Mandarin, right? So long story short, his co-worker came to United States to visit him. He is black from Africa. Brought both of his kids over. His kids are 12 and 13 or maybe 14
Oh,
years
you told
old,
us that. They speak Chinese, right?
They speak perfect Mandarin in Beijing tone. And while they were trying to play with my kids, and my kids had no idea what the fuck they're talking about.
I love that story.
The Mandarin, the accent, the Beijing accent was so strong that my kids could barely understand them.
Wow.
And the crazy part was, two black kids only know how to use chopsticks. You get to the fork and look at it like, can I talk? It's crazy.
It is crazy. Oh shit.
Two black kids.
That is crazy.
Perfect Mandarin.
I love finding these people like this, you know, like, gosh.
Yeah, well, we run into people like this more in the other side of the world.
Yeah, in the side type because it's our world in a way, you know.
Yeah, in Hong Kong, Taiwan, or China, we'll find people like here.
But here is
no, you just don't know.
You just don't know.
Yeah, you just don't know. You won't expect that. You'll be talking shit, and then the guy turns around and go, "What? 什么?"
什么? Maybe you should just
like,
let the keyword 什么? 他说什么?
你讲我?
看什么看? You guys know the meetup group I used to go to? The people in there, they are like American, Russian, they all speak Chinese. So now I don't. No, so now I know not to talk shit about anybody in America in Chinese anymore. Because you don't know who you're gonna meet.
So basically, you should just talk shit about yourself. Like, 哎呀，我做咩? And then they're like, oh, you speak Chinese. Oh, good thing. I did that on purpose.
Good thing I was talking about myself.
That was a test.
Just to make sure.
Yes.
When you get in an Uber, you start speaking Chinese first.
哎呀，唔記得咗帶錢嚟添。No, what? You didn't bring any money?
Gotta be careful, man.
Alright, we're out. So I see you guys next week, hopefully.
Alright.
Good night.
Bye.
Thank you for tuning in on this episode of FCP. If you like what we talk about, give us a thumbs up and subscribe. Let us know your thoughts by commenting below and let us know. See you guys on the next one.
看什么看？没见过这么帅的老大。